Thank you, Jessica Wang from Newswire. With nuclear energy firming up to be a major election policy battleground, do you think the Coalition's nuclear plan has merit, given it would slow down Australia's renewable rollout? And are the potential benefits worth it when weighed up against concerns of how it could affect overseas investment in domestic renewable projects?
Oh, Jessica, I had 20 years of debate about climate change. I was sort of like exhausted by it. It was like, it's just...
Don't you miss it?
Oh, I miss it every day. I wake up and I say, I wish we could revisit the carbon tax. Those halcyon days of Gillard and Rudd and Turnbull, and yeah, I miss that all. You know, I don't think the current debate's any better because you look at where the trends are. So America is building data centres. You know, there was a huge transaction, biggest transaction this year in data centres in Australia. I went to the Democratic convention, and there was a panel with Tom Knights, who was Deputy Secretary to Hillary Clinton. I mean, it was meant to be Chatham House rules, but I don't think they applied in another country. And he's now Deputy Chair of Blackstone. And Penny Pritzker, who was a former Secretary of Commerce, and Gina Raimondo, who is the Secretary of Commerce. And they were talking about data centres because Blackstone now is the biggest owner of data centres in the world. And someone asked the question, how are you going to power them? And America now is producing more energy than any other time. So Donald Trump's saying, let it rip. Well, it's letting rip now with all sorts of different energy. And the sort of consensus response was, well, we're going to have small nuclear reactors to power the data centres. Now, if you don't believe that, overnight, Kamala Harris released her economic manifesto with 3 tiers. One of them was advanced nuclear energy. You know, Bill Gates has just bought 3 Mile Island to do it up. I mean, I don't know how we're going to meet the massive demand for energy over the next few years. And then I listened to the ABC. I do, you see. And I listened to the ABC the other morning, and they said that in a recent report that basically every projected every project forecast or promised over the next few years needs to be delivered on time and on budget to meet Australia's energy needs. And then I heard the ABC the other morning where they said 70% of renewable programs are actually located on Indigenous land. And I'm thinking to myself, how on God's earth are you going to carry the community with you, Indigenous community, and still deliver the renewables and still deliver the projects on time and on budget? I mean, you know, really?
So that's a yes for nuclear?
Well, my view is small nuclear reactors are coming and we're going to be buying them. Yeah. Whether it's whoever's in government, we'll be buying them. And, you know, other than that, I don't want the lights to go out on my kids and my grandkids.
Now, you said a moment ago that the ABC, you listen to the ABC. The ABC clearly listens to you. Our next question